Hi beauties, it's Danny, Sigma Beauty's global makeup artist. Today I'm going to show you how to achieve the ultimate golden hour glow using our new Ambiance collection. First, I'm going to start off with our Radiant Glow brush set and just finish off my base. I already have foundation and concealer on, so I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer and then use the new Glow Kissed highlight palette. So in this beautiful shimmery gold bag, you have 5 brushes, all with that glittery handle and a really pretty soft gold ferrule. So you get 3 face brushes and 2 eye brushes, a complete brush set to do any look. So the F80, I would typically use this for foundation, but since I already have foundation on, I'm actually going to use this for some cream bronzer. So the F80 is great for any kind of liquid formula or cream formula or even powder formula, but I love using it with cream bronzer. So I just stippled a little bit onto the bristles of the brush, and I'm just going to kind of just pounce that right into the hollows of my cheek and just get a nice little bronzing contour action going on here. I really want this look to be really kind of glowy and warm, and I feel like using a cream bronzer to apply really helps achieve that look. And see how simple and quick and easy that was? And just doing the other side of my cheek. As you can see, I'm almost kind of stippling that on and pushing it in as opposed to buffing it or swiping it. Just because I don't want any of that foundation underneath to move around. And that's just how you prevent that. So I already have that golden hour glow going on. And a little bit across the hairline. And then once I have kind of that first layer on, I'll go back and just build up any areas that I want a little bit more color. Creams are pretty sheer, so you can definitely go back and build that up. Next, I'm going to take one of my favorite brushes. This is a F53 Air Contour and Blush. And I'm going to go in with my Glow Kissed highlight palette. I love the packaging of this collection. You have this really beautiful glittery texture. So let's swatch all of these. I'm gonna go across the top and then the bottom from left to right. Okay, so from left to right, we have Flare, Aurora, Twilight, Sizzle, Golden Hour, and Sunstone. Okay, so I'm gonna take Sunstone and almost use this as like a luminous blush. So I love how these palettes have nice big mirrors on them, so they're great for travel. And I'm just going to apply that on my cheek area, bring it to the apple of the cheek, and then just kind of pull it back where the cream bronzer is. I love the F53 Air because you can get a really beautiful diffused effect. Love this for a blush. It's a really beautiful golden, coppery, peachy color. Let's add some highlight. So I'm going to take our F35 tapered highlighter brush, and I think I'm going to do a little mixture of Aurora and Sizzle, just to make me extra glowy. Woo! These highlighters are extremely pigmented and really creamy, so they blend onto the skin super seamlessly. Sigma doesn't really carry a dedicated highlighter palette, so this is super exciting that we have one now. There's so many different tones in here, so many different colors you can play around with and, you know, really suit any kind of skin tone. I just like to bring that up around the outer area by my temple too, just to get a nice overall glow. And then just a little bit on the nose and the bridge of the nose. I mean, I'm looking at myself on the monitor and it looks so good. Super glowy. I mean, this whole Ambiance line is inspired by the golden hour, like when the sun is setting and you get that cast of really warm light from the sun. That's what this collection is inspired by. All right, moving on to the Ambiance eyeshadow palette. Open it up for you guys to see. On the inside, you get 14 beautiful neutral to bold shades. A beautiful mix of like warm matte tones, some really beautiful shimmery glittery shades. And then within the palette, you also get the dual-ended brush that has the E54 on one side and then the E38 on the other side. So I'm going to go in with the shade Daylily. This is Daylily right here. It's a beautiful light matte brown shade. It has a really warm undertone, which will be perfect for the transition. Again, we're doing like a golden hour glow look, so anything that kind of has that warm undertone will work really nicely for that. And just like the Glow Kiss palette, the Ambiance eyeshadow palette does come with a mirror, which makes it super handy for traveling. So with the E38 side, I dipped that into Daylily and I'm going to start applying that into my crease area. And I'm actually going to bring it in kind of close to my nose here as well, just to really help define that contour of my eye. I already love how this is looking with my blush and my highlight. It really just kind of pulls in those warm tones that I have on my cheek. Something about, you know, the golden hour and just the sun being more of a warm tone, it almost makes the colors look kind of diffused and soft focused, which I really love. So I'm not really being too precise with my application. I'm almost kind of just blowing out these colors. And then any excess I'm going to run under my eye just a little bit, but we'll get back to that a little later. The next shade I'm going to take is a shade called Candlelight here. And looking at it, it looks like a really beautiful, kind of like a coppery gold or like a coppery rose gold shade, and it has a beautiful golden shimmer to it. All right, so let's do a little swatch of this. It's a really beautiful, deep rose gold copper shade with like a golden shimmer, which I think will pair perfectly with my look. So I'm going to take the other side of the dual-ended brush that comes in the palette. This is the E54 medium sweeper, and pat Candlelight on that brush. And I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. And just kind of bring that up to that Daylily shade that we have in the transition. In the Ambiance collection, we do have two new beautiful lip glosses. We have Brilliance and Idyllic. So Idyllic is a tawny copper shimmer shade. And then we have Brilliance, which is a sheer champagne shimmer. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of Idyllic. just for a hint of color. I love our lip gloss formulas. They're just so moisturizing and feels so good on your lips. Not sticky whatsoever. So pretty. And then we'll add just a little bit of brilliance. Just kind of in the center of the lips. Just for a little bit of a lip highlight. So pretty. Alright beauties, here's the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this golden hour glow tutorial and taking a closer look at our Ambiance collection. Make sure you hashtag Sigma Beauty so we can see all of your beautiful looks you recreate. We'll see you guys next time.